Let's make a painting using Liquitex Fluid Paint. Hey everyone, my name is Anna and I'm an artist with a background in fashion and history. And today I thought we could use Liquitex Fluid Paint and see what we think of them. I've used them only a little bit in the past, but I thought we could do a whole painting and, do a little review after. Before we get started on the painting, I decided to do a side-by-side comparison of regular Liquitex Basic Acrylics and the Liquitex Basic Acrylic Fluid. This is not a sponsored video or anything, but I thought I would show you some differences between the two paints. First up is the regular Liquitex Basics. You can see the paint is thicker with a little bit more body, and as I blend the colors together, the paint is opaque and creamy in texture. The Liquitex fluids are thinner and with more fluidity, which makes sense, right? And the paint seems to glide on the paper and requires less water to smooth the paint out. All right, enough of that. Let's get to the painting now. As I start painting the black background, I can immediately see that the paint is very thin and dries transparent. I half expected it to be since it is a thinner paint, but was a bit surprised by how transparent or translucent it was. It took me about 4 coats to get this to be a solid black background, which was fine. While painting the grass, I was going to have it be more of a flat color with no texture or depth, but as I was creating the shadow on the ground, I saw how the paint was not really blending, but rather making streaks, which ended up looking like grass. And I actually loved how it was turning out, so I decided to make a textured grass for the painting. And I think that's one of the fun parts of art. Sometimes plans and expectations for a piece change, and that's okay. It typically works out in the long run. Painting the pumpkins was a lot of fun too. I mixed red and yellow to create orange and blended multiple layers together to get a rustic and natural looking color for the pumpkins. I enjoyed using the fluid acrylics to blend and create a semi-realistic looking pumpkin. I don't know if you can tell, but I grew up watching It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and was inspired by the vibrant colors of the cartoon with the bright orange pumpkins, black skies, and lush grass. So I don't know about you all, but I do love spooky season and fall. I love the changing seasons in general, and I love experiencing each one because you don't take any of it for granted. But there is something cozy about fall and Halloween. The crisp air and falling leaves is so peaceful. I should state that I prefer the cutesy, soft aesthetic of the spooky season, though. I am a bit of a scaredy cat and could never watch some of the horror movies out today. But I do love cute ghosties and pumpkins, as well as the classic monsters of the early Hollywood movie scene. Dracula was a favorite character of mine and still is. Unsurprisingly, vampires are probably one of my favorite Halloween folklore creatures. Here I am adding the shadows to show the drape of the ghosty pleats. I am working with multiple thin layers, constantly blending the white and black, building on top of each layer until I get the subtle and natural effect I'm going for. And of course, I had to give my ghostie eyelashes and a bow as she floated through a moonlit pumpkin patch, tying it all together. So this is how she turned out. She's super adorable. And overall, I like the Liquitex Basic Fluid Acrylics. I think they're smooth and they layer well. They are on the thin side, so keep that in mind when you're buying the Liquitex Fluid Acrylics. You may need to do multiple layers if you're looking to do like a solid background or what have you. They also dry pretty quickly, so like regular acrylics, they dry pretty quick compared to an oil, so that's kind of a nice perk if you're trying to work quickly and get something done fast. It is nice that way. Also, if it dries and you kind of messed up or what have you, like we all do as artists, what's kind of nice is if you take a brush with water and you just kind of brush on that paint, it will kind of peel off, and then you can start from scratch, or you could paint over it, you know, whatever you want to do. But that happened when I was painting the grass and I got it too far onto my ghosty. I was able to just take a water with a brush and kind of paint the water on it, and eventually that Liquitex Fluid Acrylic pulled up for me, so kind of nice. But I really just love how she turned out. The original is sold, but I will have prints in my Etsy shop, which I'll put a link to my Etsy shop down below here, so feel free to check it out and add this cute little ghosty to your home decor or what have you for the spooky season. As always, thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you'd like, and put in the comments down below what you'd like to see me paint next. Bye!